It's time for another auction, another IPL auction, but a mini auction. These small auctions have a flavor of their own, completely, vastly different from the main auction. Now, the main auction, you're actually constructing a side, you have lots of options, players have a lot of competition. You come into the mini auction, and sometimes there is a lot of money chasing very few players. But from the point of view of teams, it's very different. If you had a very good auction, as 5 or 6, 7 teams, I think last time had a good auction, then really all you're doing is tinkering a little bit. Whereas if it didn't quite go the way you wanted it, like for example with CSK or KKR, this is an opportunity to course correct, but there's not a lot of players coming in. So from that point of view, as I said, very different flavor. Look at the team that had good auctions, or look at the team that actually did pretty well last year in the IPL. And you see the top four, dare I say, the top five, they don't actually have a lot of work to do. Look at someone like RCB, for example. They're ready to play today. They'll just be sweating a little bit on the fitness of Hazelwood. The good thing is that Australia don't rush their players in very quickly. They've had a pretty long rest going into the T20 World Cup and actually waiting for some more cricket when it comes to the IPL. And I think they might want to look at a top order left-handed option. They've got Devdutt Padikkal at the moment, but you really need another option there to break up a long line of right-handers in there. You've got Salt, Kohli, Patidar, David, Jitesh Sharma, maybe Romario Shepherd. So a little aggressive top order left-hander. Padikkal did a decent job, but yeah, maybe someone there. Some of you might get a hint at where I'm headed, but there could be other options too. Then look at Punjab Kings. The issue with Punjab Kings now is they placed a lot of store on young Indian talent from Simran Singh, Priyansh Arya, Nehal Vadera. Very often, the second season after a big first season is a tricky one because teams have now found you out. So they might need a little more experience, a gun international player somewhere there, maybe in the middle order, a Josh Inglis kind of player, fearless, goes for it, and they might worry a little bit about Shreyas Iyer's fitness. Hopefully, he'll be absolutely fit and back to bat at 3 or 4. So I think they need that gun 3 or 4. Maybe they can push Stoinis up, but otherwise, not a lot. They'll love the form that Marco Jansen is in. So not a lot to do there for Punjab Kings. Virtually nothing for the Mumbai Indians. They don't have a lot of money. They've only got 2.75 crores. They'll want a left-handed bowler as a backup to Trent Boult. I mean, his fitness has never been an issue, but you want a backup there. Maybe another wicket-keeper in case something happens to Rickleton, because they want one at the top of the order. They've got Robin Mills, who's starting to come of age, who's going along quite well. Maybe a left-arm spinner somewhere there. Gujarat Titans, again, almost ready. I'm assuming that after what we saw towards the end of last season, they've decided that Washington Sundar is their number 4. But 5, 6, 7, I mean, last year they used a lot of Shah Rukh Khan, Tewatia. Shah Rukh Khan cannot buy a run at the moment. Tewatia hasn't played a single game since last year's IPL. So they want a little bit of help there. Glenn Phillips, he's coming back out of injury. He's a fantastic player. The IPL hasn't seen the best of him for reasons that I absolutely cannot comprehend. But he's starting to come back, so he could be an option there. But they're looking for that middle order slot there, a good middle order player there. Who knows, maybe Miller comes back. But I'm going to look at each of the sort of big ticket, talked about players very, very shortly. I think Delhi Capitals are good to go, actually. They need a wicket keeper. They've got Abhishek Porel. He's had a few good knocks in the Mushtaq Ali as well. But a really good, solid top order opening batter, wicket keeper there would be very handy for Delhi Capitals. And they want a backup to Mitch Starc. He's done a lot of work. I know he's pulled out of T20, so he'll have rested while the T20 World Cup is going on. But they really want a backup to Mitch Starc. But there you see, there's not a lot happening there. Let's look at 2 other teams. Rajasthan Royals. I think they've had the best time between 2 IPLs. They've got Sam Curran in. I don't know if you've been following the IL20. Look at what Sam Curran's been doing there. He's in fantastic form. Ravindra Jadeja, of course. And the loss of Samson offset to some extent by 2 players, Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Dhruv Jurel. So they've done all right. Donovan Ferreira is a pretty good buy. He'll slot in. I don't think he'll play all 14 games, but depending on how you use your overseas players, is an option there. Sweat a little bit over the fitness of Jofra Archer and Nandre Berger, but if both those players are fit and firing, and there might be some days they'll actually play both. If they're playing both Archer and Berger, one rockets with the right hand, one rockets with the left hand, I'm actually calling my IPL producer and saying, can I go and work on that game? What about Sunrisers? Sunrisers have a pretty decent budget. They've let go of Shami, so they'll want someone to bowl the new ball for them, because I think they've got options at the back end, but they need someone to bowl the new ball for them. So that's the kind of bowler they could be looking at. Maybe a domestic spin bowler. I know they've got Harsh Dubey. I'm actually backing someone like Harsh Dubey to be one of the breakout players this year. But they used a lot of Zishan Ansari last year. You never know what season 2 is going to bring up. So there you are, another very powerful batting order. They'll be buoyed by the form of Smaran Ravichandra at Karnataka. So I think from that point of view, pretty much sorted as well is SRH. Now, LSG. They've got so many fast bowlers, Indian fast bowlers. They could run another team. But look at some of the issues there. Mayank Yadav, Mohsin Khan, Mohammad Shami, Avesh Khan. Shami has done a lot of bowling, but he's not the youngest anymore. Avesh Khan has hardly played any cricket. He's coming out of injury. So that's something they need to worry about, the injury to their lead bowlers. I think an Indian spinner, they've let go of Bishnoi and one overseas all-rounder. But again, LSG are pretty much set as well.
So thank you for watching and do subscribe to this channel.